So the session is a 9v9 and we're sort of working backwards. So what I've got laid out here is an 11v11 and all we're going to do is take 2 away from each team. My session is attacking principles. So trying to look at the England DNA, play out from the back when it's right to do so, play long when it's right to do so, etc, etc. This is your first session as players being coached by one of the staff. So we talked inside about this 70-30 ball rolling, and we were just having a chat on the sidelines here about, you know, this 70-30. There's a trade-off sometimes. Sometimes you might not quite get your 70% ball rolling for the reasons that it's a new group, so you're a new group to me, a new session, so it's a new session that you've not done before, etc, etc. But further down the line, what you might finish up with is 90% ball rolling. So that's the trade-off really, so don't get fixated just on 70%. So you might not reach it this week, but next week, because you're repeating, you might get 90%. Does that make sense? So what I've done here is, if you look at the reds and the red bibs, we've got them numbered, and we're looking at 2 teams playing 4-4-2 in an 11v11. Now we're going to look at taking 2 out from each team, and what I've chose to do is to take the 3 and the 2 out, so they'll be coming out on the red team there. So we'll be playing 2-4-2 against a 4-2-2. Okay, so the 7 and the 11 will be coming out on the yellow team. Is that okay? So that's how I'm going to get you to line up. So nobody can take the 11 and the 7 on the yellows, nobody can take the 2 and the 3 on the reds. Leave them where they are. Is that okay? So if you want to play, and we need 2 goalkeepers, we got any keepers? Brilliant. 1, 2. If you can put the blues on, there is a couple of pair of gloves as well. Darren's got a couple of pair of gloves which have been washed, by the way. So you're doing well. Is that okay? So go and get yourself a shirt if you want to play. Go and pick yourself a shirt up. Okay, so stand still where your shirt is. So put your shirt on. Yeah, come on, don't be shy. We need a 9. We've got a 6. We need a 9 on the yellows. We need a 5 and a 6 on the reds. Don't be shy. Bro, stand still in your positions. Okay, now then. You know your players, so you know what sort of challenges you might give your players. I don't know you as players yet, but some of the challenges you might look at, and I'm saying to all of you right now, is first pass forward. Can we think about passing the ball forward? Now, I'm not making it a rule that you've got to pass forward. I'm asking you to ask yourselves, can you pass forward when you get the ball? Can we run in behind? So especially the forward players, can we look to try and get in the ball behind? Okay, so can we pass forward? Can we run in behind? Can we have a high tempo? So it makes it real. It's worth getting something out of it if the tempo's high. If the tempo's not high and it's not a match tempo, you're probably not going to get enough out of it. So it needs to be a high tempo. And I'm going to say to you, when appropriate, play 2-touch. When appropriate. Now that might apply more to the players at the back. Get on the ball, pass. Get on the ball, pass. Is that okay? So that's all I'm going to say for now. Is that all right? So there's some challenges just to think about for now. Go and get yourself set up and we'll get going. Good. Right, so the right numbers have been left out. That's brilliant. Gloves, yeah, there is. Daz, where's your gloves? Are they in that bag? Yeah, I've got some gloves. Gloves are there. Do you want a pair of gloves on? Keeper, do you want a pair of gloves? They're there. They're there. They're there. You're missing a player? There he is. Number 6. Okay, so just play as that ball. Just play as that ball. Okay. So where's the keeper? Brill. So get yourselves into your positions. You've got your back 4. 4 and 8 for 8. Where's your 9 and 10? 9 and 10, good, okay. 9 and 10, 9 and 10. 11, 4, Brill, 8, 7, Brill, 5 and 6. Right, we're ready, are you ready? Go and play, play. Yeah, start from the keeper, play. Go and finish, go and finish. Okay, grab the ball, keeper, grab the ball. Okay, switch on, let's play. And relax, and stand still. Good, brilliant. So, all I'm going to do is try and paint some pictures to start with. So, brilliant. As soon as the keeper gets the ball, what does he do? He goes out wide. So, just go a little bit further for me. Good. And this is why I've been able to take my full-backs out. So, with my centre-half split, so I get my other centre half coming out here and also facing that way, the way we want to play. Brilliant. Now we can start to look at passing the ball forward. So for you now, where's your best pass? Is that okay? So, back to me. Just whiz yourself back in there. Just whiz yourself back in. So as soon as it goes into the keeper, can you split nice and wide? Play, let's go. Brilliant. Love that. Brilliant. Well done, keeper. Fantastic. Love that. Good. So, can you squeeze? Just be a last defender. Anything comes over the top, you can sweep up for us. Oh, played Wendy. Good, good. And relax, and relax. Good, brilliant, fantastic. First of all, brilliant from the keeper. Little one round the corner, it's appropriate. So when we talk about arming our players to be skillful, it means the goalkeeper as well. He's come and he's played round the corner, one touch, and he's got us away. Brilliant. So the ball's back in this position. So what are we looking at? Well, first of all, we need to give him something in here. So, can we think about our runs? So there's a run into the back there, if you can get your head up for that diagonal. And there's also going to be a run. Can you think about looking at that down there? Are you with me? Because if we can get in behind, even better. Now think about it in here. Do you want to come in here and show with your back to play? Right, so talk to me about what more you could do in here.
Wider, open the stance.
Okay. Open your body, absolutely there. Now if the ball doesn't come, do you stay there? Yeah. So you need to vacate, good. And that's where that rotation comes in. I'm going to leave you with that to have a think about it. Okay, so my ball, just come back 5 yards, just wind it back. Are we ready? And play. Don't mind that if it's not on, well played. Good, good. Ask for it, Wendy. Play on, play on, play on. Good, and play from the keeper. Now then, centre halves. Just think about when the ball's in there, do you need to be, right, so do you need to be as deep? Think about that, good. Play from the keeper, play from the keeper. Play, let's go. Good. And relax, and relax. Just wind it back. Just wind it back. Yes, please. Yes, please. Good. And relax. Good. Okay. I love you thinking we want to get it in there as quickly as we can. But if it's going to be played under pressure and there's players around him, I'd rather you just retain the ball. Now then, if I can't get in there, I can't go in there or there, I'm going to start to look for in here. So this is where your rotation, if you've thought about it, might come in. So just stand still for me there, my mate. So what sort of movement are you two going to give us now? So the keeper's got the ball. One is dropping out, the other centre half's dropping out. So you come in there. Now then, it might be that you come from here and you start to just ask in there. Yes, I'll have in here. Yes, I'll have there. Okay, and you can get the ball. Yeah. You can get on the ball in there. Try and think about facing that way if you can. Okay, so play your best pass. Don't force things. We've got possession. Retain the ball until we can. Play in behind and go forward. Are you ready? And play. Okay. Okay, play from the keeper. Yes, and switch on. And relax. Okay. I'm going to ask my two forwards, can you play a little bit closer together? Why would I do that? So you can work off each other. So if you make a run, the ball doesn't come, can you spin? And the other player might be able to go in. So just think about trying to work together off each other. And don't stand still. If you make a run, don't block that area up, get out of it and leave it for the other forward. Is that okay? So, are you ready? And play. Side, but carry on, play on, play on, play on. Good. Better, you two. Listen, I've got to say, from where I am, he looked onside. He looked off, but he looked on. He was on. He's onside. So, hey, brilliant, well done. Now then, that's the sort of run I'm looking for. Are you ready? And play. Come on, let's get it going. Nice and bright. Your throw. You go and take your throw. It's your throw. It's your throw. It's your throw. Okay, so, listen, forward. Brilliant. That's the sort of movement I'm looking for. So one goes in, doesn't come, spins, other one goes. So just think about your movement. Good. Good, well played, good, well played, good. Good night. can you try and think about playing two touch? Because I think the first forward's on. Yeah. When he makes his first sub. He win, but if you take 3 and 4 touches, he's not on then. Okay, just try and play 2 touches when you can. Yes, and play from the keeper. Play. Good. And relax. Why are we playing the ball back? Let's go back on the ball. Why are we playing the ball back? So my question is why? Why are you playing the ball back?
She was facing play, she had a whole view.
But if you receive there, you're facing forward.
It would have taken me a second to turn, figure out.
But it's 2 passes then. What I'm thinking here is, if you can do that, all of a sudden now, you can either drive, if there's nothing on, and carry it until there's a pass. Are you with me? As opposed to going back. So I really want you to think about the principles of play. When we can play forward, whether it be passing the ball or even running the ball and stepping in, can we do that? Because if you start to go in here, all of a sudden now these are threatened. Now look at the situation. Now I can get him in behind. Are you with me? So just think about it. Think about why you're doing certain things. Why when I can turn and start to have a little bit of a go forward. Does that make sense? So when you can, play forward. So from me, are you ready? And play. Good, love it. Good lad, brilliant. Yes, and look what it leads to. Yes, let's get it going. Nice and bright. Let's go. Switch on. So now look. Can you get him behind? Good lad. Red throw. So that's when the ball's in there and we've got possession, you look to get him behind. Good. Yeah. No corners, play. Don't forget, transition, change from one to the other. Play. Good. Good. Well done, Wendy. Brilliant. Unlucky, Wendy. Unlucky, Wendy. Offside. Play from the keeper. He's offside. Play from the keeper. Play from the keeper. Brilliant. Good. Unlucky. Okay, if it's not on him behind, just go into feet. If it's not on him behind, just play into feet. Get yourself back in. Was that handball? Oh, yes, let's play. Oh, I tell you what a ball that is. What a ball that is. Brilliant. Play from the keeper. Okay, and just hold it there, keep. We'll go from the keeper. Just hold it. Now then, listen, I don't want the game to become unrealistic. So, when the yellows are on the attack, what would the white midfield players normally do? They would start to tuck in, but also recover into these areas. And then once we've got possession, you'd see a change. So don't get lazy, get yourselves back in with no right or left full back. Get yourself back in as quick as you can, ball side, okay? Now then, what I'd like you to start thinking about is what my little is starting to do, to start to look to go in behind. So when we've got possession, can you squeeze up? Go on, we've got good possession, squeeze yourself up. Now then, can my right side of midfield player do the same? Go and threaten him in behind. Good, good. Now then, if you come in here, don't stand still. Come in here and ask for the ball. If the ball doesn't come, yeah, now then they've got a problem. Are you with me? So we need to just rotate a little bit in here. Is that okay? Are we ready? And play. Brilliant. Nearly. Switch on. Good, Reds. Good. Take your throw. Last couple of minutes. Good. Yes. Is he on? Is he off? Okay. So, and relax. So, and relax. Last minute. But listen, it's a real. Now then, it's a really good run. But what is it about the run that makes you run offside? Because you've gone forward. So it's a really clever run, and the run is from inside to out there, and he's got himself in a really good position. But if he goes too early, and they open up, so the timing of the run just got to be thought about a little bit. But it's a great run. Carry on making your runs, but can you time them that little bit better? Okay, last minute, off you go, play. Oh, that's not a bad ball. And play. Good. And if Wendy comes out here, what do you need to do? Go on then, go on then, go on then. Good. Think about Wendy's move. Good. That's okay. Don't mind that. Good. New ball, Wendy, and it's just that bounce. If you present it with two, carry on. If you present it with two defenders in front of you, what might you do? Just go back, start again. That's okay. That's okay. So when he's over there now, where do you need to be? Would you be what? You'd go in there. Go on, put yourself in there. Well done. Good. Okay, and you come. Come on in. Come on, keep, leave the balls. Come on, leave them.
You got to get there, mate, haven't you?
Oh, do it that way. Good. Listen, done really well there. Absolutely. It's the things that we need to get better at. Yeah, absolutely it is. But actually, for 25 minutes there, the principles of play have come out. The thing that was most pleasing is we are starting now to make those runs in behind. And of course, if the ball doesn't come, what do? You just reset, you just come back. So you do that. So like I'm asking my midfield players not to come and show and stand still and rotate or change positions, the same with the forwards. If they go in behind, it doesn't come, then just make your run and the other player can go in behind. So come back inside, let the other player go in behind. And if it's not on in behind, then we'll start to look for your into feet and play off your into feet. But the runs in behind were really good. maybe just once or twice the timing just needs correcting a little bit. So a little bit of work on timing of those forward runs, but really good. So in terms of what we discussed in there, I know we're limited for time, but in terms of what we discussed in there, attacking principles, did the things we talked about or touched on, and actually what you did on your level 1 and level 2, are they starting to be evident in that session? So when we say we've got rid of the right back and the left back there, in that 9v9 we could afford not to do that. However, there's the other side of it. So they split when the ball's with our goalkeeper here. We get the width from the centre halves now, but when not in possession, they need to be coming back in here as though they are playing as right and left fullbacks. Okay, so if they come in here, out there rather, that does something to them. That should push them on further up the pitch. Are you with me? Now they've got a problem. What did they do? Do they go man for man in there, in which case we can start to play in there or in there? Or do they stay compact? Dan's going to do defending now. Or do they stay compact and try and stop you going through the middle of them? So they've got a problem now. We're causing them problems. What is important is that we get width and we get width and we get the length. So it's no good our forwards coming into here, because all of a sudden that will invite them to do that, and everything's congested in here. So the game is a game of opposites. So when we get the ball, we want to go wide, we want to go long, we want some depth. When we ain't got the ball, and Dan's going to do it now, it's the reverse of that. We want to be compact and stop them playing through us. Likewise, it's a game of opposites when you've got a midfield player going out. It might mean, so if that midfield player starts to do that, it might mean that right-sided midfield player comes inside. So you might have that sort of movement. Likewise, if one of the forwards was to start to come in here, it might mean that player or that player can start to look to get in there, as well as the other forward looking to get in there. So the forwards might do that and play opposites. Your wide players might do that and play opposites, and we're going to touch on units tomorrow. But then we start to start working on individual units and how it fits in the team, and that team understanding and rotation. Because when in possession, the game should be fluid. Players' movements shouldn't be limited, really, to a certain extent. Does that make sense? Why we would play the ball back to set a right back when actually we can get on the ball and look to play forward and actually start to run the ball into that space there. That's what we would need to do. Because once you start to go forward in that position there, instead of playing the ball back in here, once you start to do that, all of a sudden, I think we were like that, weren't we? All of a sudden now, they've got problems. We start to run the ball into these areas, and we might now be able to start playing in behind there. Or we might play into feet and go on a run, third man run or something ourselves. Does that make sense? Is everybody all right with that? Some very basic stuff there, but really good that you have taken that on board, really. Both teams, actually. And that's normally what happens when you coach one team. The other team start to say, all right, okay, I get that. I'm going to have a go at that myself. Had we have not got balls in behind, so I'm speaking now from a coach's point of view, which we all are. Had I have not been able to get some balls going in behind, can you think of anything we might have done? So we might have touched on it this morning in the session that we have got an offside line in. It's the halfway line. Right, but so what rule might we bring in to get the opposition to squeeze up into our half? Yeah, I get that, but there you go. Yeah, Wendy. So it might be that I say to the yellows, when you score, everybody has to be at least on the halfway line or in your attacking half, which is our defending half. That way we can counter and get in behind you. That might create the room for us to get in behind. But I didn't need to bring that rule in. So it might be that you've got one or two little rules or conditions or something up your sleeve to throw in if you're not getting what you... And then you might take that rule away and see how they react to that then. Is that okay? Dead simple, dead easy. Bro, well done. Good that.